Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Seahawks fans, let's talk about a hypothetical move that could shake up the entire NFC West and give Seattle an even bigger boost heading into the final stretch of the season. Imagine a scenario where the Green Bay Packers, currently sitting at 7-5 and with a cap space around $20 million, decide to accelerate their trades after the NFL's trade deadline, specifically targeting draft capital for 2026, post-November 4th. Their focus: bolstering their defense and improving their secondary, especially given some recent injury issues and the team's struggles in points allowed. Now picture the Packers shipping out Xavier McKinney, the talented safety from the New York Giants, and ending up sending him to the Seahawks in a blockbuster deal. Sounds like a scene straight out of a movie, right? But this isn't just fantasy. It's a possibility that could reshape the NFC West landscape, especially for Seattle's championship aspirations. Let's break down why this deal could be so impactful, starting with what McKinney brings to the table. The guy is a deep safety with a knack for making big plays. In 2025, he's been rated at an impressive 91. 4 by PFF, which is elite for a safety. He's got 5 interceptions on the season, 62 tackles, and 3 forced fumbles in just 10 games. That kind of production is no accident. McKinney reads the game exceptionally well with 88% pre-snap read accuracy, which allows him to anticipate plays and make crucial stops, especially on third downs. In fact, his ability to shut down tight ends is remarkable, with a success rate of 78% in coverage and only allowing 4.6 yards per target. At just 27 years old, he's entering his prime, and his career stats are impressive. 12 career interceptions, 500 tackles, with an 82% tackle efficiency. He's also shown that he can be a game changer in the back end, and if he were to join Seattle, he'd immediately boost their secondary, adding a layer of security that could help reduce the number of explosive plays opponents are able to connect on. Now, let's talk about the potential impact on the Seahawks. Seattle has been solid defensively, but there's always room for improvement, especially against top-tier offenses. The addition of McKinney could be a game-changer, particularly in how the Seahawks defend against the pass. With him patrolling the deep middle, the secondary's effectiveness against deep passes would skyrocket. This is crucial because Seattle has faced issues with giving up big plays, especially downfield, which has hurt them in tight games. McKinney's presence could reduce the number of passes completed deep, from around 12% down to 8%, significantly tightening up the secondary and making it harder for opponents to find easy completions over the top. Adding McKinney isn't just about immediate upgrades, it's also about long-term stability. The Seahawks are known for building through the draft, but sometimes a mid-season trade like this can inject new life into the roster and give the team a boost in the playoff hunt. His ability to excel in clutch moments, like intercepting Stafford in a key game last season, shows he thrives when it matters most. That kind of mentality is exactly what Seattle needs as they push towards the postseason. With McKinney's addition, the Seahawks could see a boost in their third down stops by around 15%, which is huge considering how crucial third down efficiency is in close games. Improving that facet could lead to more defensive stops, giving the offense more chances to control the game and ultimately leading to more wins. Now you may wonder how this impacts the overall division. Well, the NFC West has been fiercely competitive, with San Francisco, Los Angeles, and now potentially Seattle making big moves. The 49ers and Rams are formidable, but if Seattle can upgrade their secondary with a player like McKinney, they could shift the balance of power. The Seahawks have already been improving, especially on offense with Geno Smith leading a capable attack, but defense wins championships, and that's where McKinney's arrival could be a catalyst. Imagine him lining up in the secondary, working alongside Woolen and Diggs, creating a formidable trio that can shut down the passing game of any opponent. This could be the difference maker in tight playoff games, especially in the NFC West, where every possession counts. And speaking of the playoff picture, the odds are already shifting. Initially, the Seahawks were considered underdogs in some betting lines, but with a move like this, the odds could drop significantly. Think from plus 2,500 to plus 1,300, making Seattle a real contender. McKinney's reputation as a clutch performer, especially in high-pressure moments, makes him a true X-factor for postseason success. His ability to make game-changing plays, like intercepting Stafford in clutch situations, could be the difference between an early exit and a deep playoff run. The Seahawks have been building a strong foundation this season, and adding someone like McKinney could be the final piece needed to push them over the edge. Now, I want to take a moment to highlight what this means for Seattle's defense. The Seahawks are known for their aggressive style, especially under the coaching staff that emphasizes versatility and ball hawking. McKinney fits perfectly into that mold. He's a safety with a nose for the ball, and his ability to read plays before they develop means he can be a disruptive force in the backfield. His 55% stop rate on third downs shows he's not just a playmaker, but also a reliable tackler who can prevent opponents from extending drives. This kind of player elevates the entire defense, making life easier for the pass rush and the coverage unit alike. Plus, his experience and leadership could help young players like Woolen and Diggs develop further, creating a cohesive and terrifying secondary. Of course, all of this hinges on the hypothetical scenario of the Packers making a strategic move. They're in a position where they might be looking to clear cap space and acquire draft picks for the future, especially after dealing with injuries and inconsistent performances this season. The Packers are also trying to rebuild and retool, and sometimes parting ways with a talented player like McKinney makes sense if they can secure valuable draft capital. For the Seahawks, if they manage to land McKinney, it would not only be a statement move, but also a signal that Seattle is serious about contending again this year. It would send a message to the rest of the league that they're willing to make bold moves to return to the Super Bowl stage. In conclusion, fans, this could be one of those moves that define the season. Seahawks have been steadily improving, and a trade like this would give them a real shot at elevating their defense to the next level. It's about adding that extra gear, that game-changing playmaker who can tilt the odds in Seattle's favor. Whether or not it actually happens, it's exciting to think about the possibilities. The NFL is unpredictable, and that's what makes this league so thrilling, especially when your team is on the cusp of greatness and just needs that final piece to put everything together. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the Seahawks are in a strong position to make a deep playoff run, but they know they need to shore up their secondary if they want to compete with the best. Adding a player like Xavier McKinney, whether through a trade or a hypothetical scenario, would be a huge step in that direction. His versatility, playmaking ability, and clutch performance could be just what Seattle needs to finally break through and bring another Super Bowl trophy to Lumen Field. The excitement is real, and fans are already dreaming of the championship parade. With the right moves and a bit of luck, the Seahawks could be on their way to rewriting their history and establishing a new dynasty. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. Do you think this kind of move is what the team needs to finally get over the hump? Or do you think they should focus on different areas? Whatever your thoughts, share them. This is your team, and your voice is what makes this community special. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seahawks news. We're all in this together, and the best is yet to come.